performing Lockenu Weinen by Schubert and Laurie's song from the opera The Tenderland by Copland.
that you, especially in the second song, really had, I think, a sense of the story, kind of what you're trying to portray, and the dramaticness of that. So I think that's a good thing. In the first piece, the Schubert, I think you can use the language a little bit more in terms of telling the story of the piece. Yeah, so probably, I don't know if you they teach German or not at Sioux Falls, but probably the audience that you have will not be fluent in German, and they don't have the score in front of them like I do. So they may or may not understand what you're saying, but how you say it, right, could clue them into what you mean. And German is kind of a, I hope I don't offend anybody, kind of a violent language a little bit. Okay, there's lots of consonant sounds. And so those could be more extreme, generally, lachen und weinen, rather than in English, like in the English piece, of course, a lot softer consonants, I think, are appropriate because you're trying to portray this character, right? In this one, if you use those, I think your voice will kind of open up just a little bit more in the German piece, and you'll find that you have I think maybe a portion of your voice that you don't really have by using those to help. In the second piece, I think because of kind of the way that this is written, a lot of the little phrases could have a little bit more elasticity in terms of tempo. It's kind of like a recitative. It's not really, right? But it kind of is closer to that in terms of speech-like patterns, right? Of the rhythm of the words, and I think if you, it would take more rehearsal with your very wonderful pianist, to make those happen. But I think that would give it a little bit more life, so that it's not so metric. Because I think the thoughts in here, right, she's just kind of thinking things, right, and kind of reminiscing a little bit and saying things as they come to her, I think. That's just my own interpretation of this. Rather than, I know exactly what I'm gonna say, right? Yeah. So it's a dramatic shift a little bit, and as the words come, right, that, and this thing, and what about this, right? So it could also be slower, right? A little bit slower or faster. But each phrase has its kind of own life to it, rather than, it says 8 notes, so I have to be so strict on that, And there is a little bit of that written in, but I think because you're the singer, right, and it's your solo, you can play just a little bit more. Thank you very much for singing.
Thank you.
Yeah.